So beginning on their spine. Today, you can have something under your head too if you like, any kind of a pillow or a little blanket. Make this very comfortable for you. And I'm going to start with my knees bent. I think that's the most comfortable, but you can also put this bolster, like I have, 4 blankets under your knees and stretch out. So those are all options. Just take this time to find our center here on the mat for our yoga practice today. So just from wherever you are, take a big inhale and lift your arms up and over your head. So a nice big breath into your arms, all the way to your fingertips. And then on your exhale, go ahead and let it out through your mouth, and then let your legs extend out long. One at a time, just a moment, and then arms go overhead again on a big inhale. Breathe through those fingers and those toes and those fingers. Yeah, both ends of your body here. Reaching through your abdomen. One more big breath here. Exhale. Does that look okay? Thanks, Mom. So she looks after me. So after you settle in, knees together, just whatever's comfortable here. Close your eyes, just let the eyelids be heavy. Let your shoulders relax into the mat, and you tuck them under you. Your back just a little bit, those shoulder blades. Open your palms. You can take your glasses off if you would like to. If you wear glasses. Maybe a little turn of your head just from side to side. Just let your head drop. Either way. No big intention here. Just release maybe a little bit of stress you might have. We had a few breaths here. With every exhale, just try and let something go. All that stuff you carry around during your day, let it go with every exhale. One little bit of worries. Any expectations you might have for yourself. So this is your practice today. Time to pay attention to yourself. And just acknowledge that you might have limitations, and just acknowledge that that's okay. That's where you are today. And you just work with that. So just feel where your feet and your back of your head, where all that touches the mat. Back of your hands. Maybe the breath going in and out. Nose. Just needed to shut the door again there. The rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Maybe even rest a hand on your belly, or both hands, or one on your ribs. Just notice the rise and fall. Maybe just a little slowing down on the breath now. Softening the face, the muscles in the face, the jaw. Making space between your teeth. And you just might find placing the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth, just behind your teeth. Might just find some relaxation there in your jaw. Another couple breaths here. Biggest breath you've taken today. Big exhale. Let it go. So feet come together or hip distance. Knees are bent if you don't have them bent. And from here, I'm just going to lift my arms up and over my head. On the inhale, exhale, we're going to take it down, arms down. And then on the next round, maybe just leave the arms there, lift your hips. Just maybe a smidge, whatever's comfortable for you. And then on your exhale, lower down. Maybe tie them together now. Lift arms, lift hips. Big inhale, big exhale, let everything come down by together. Let's do one more of those. As you come down, bring your knees towards your chest. Maybe hands come behind your thighs and knees come towards your chest on your exhale. And then inhale, we'll float up into that bridge, that rolling bridge. Exhale, take it down now. Take that little tuck of your knees, maybe lift your head, take a little tuck there, a little roll. Inhale, next time, inhale, let's take arms back overhead and legs overhead. Maybe flex those feet. And then exhale, arms and legs come down. And then let's do a rolling bridge one more time. Nice big breath in. Exhale. Hips come down, arms come around your shins or behind your thighs, and maybe keep that a little tuck. Take these legs overhead, arms overhead, flex those feet. One more big breath here. Just keep your arms and legs where they are. Exhale, now take them down. Take your feet a little wider on the mat. Feet out to the edges. Drop your knees to one side. You can just tee your arms out to the side. And let's take it to the other side. And float to the other side, first side again. Maybe pause there. Maybe take your gaze over your shoulder, depending on how your shoulder neck feels today. So you can look straight ahead, that's fine too. And then take it to the other side. Just take time to take a breath or two in this pose. Maybe you can experiment with, pressing one knee down a little closer to the floor. One more breath here and come back to center. And let's go ahead and turn on the other sides. Now I'm just gonna stack legs, stack arms. Actually, I'm gonna take hands behind my head and just kind of tuck my elbows around my head. So stacking again, stacking those joints, and then on our inhale, we're gonna lift. The arms go back and elbow goes back, and you just kind of follow. So pay attention. First couple times, it may not go too far. Don't strain, don't stress. Take it where it feels good, and then maybe pause. Maybe pause somewhere and just find a little movement there. Last time we're out here, take it back to the center. And I'm going to roll to my back and then to the other side. So I'm going to have my back to you. Take the same confirmation of your legs together, your elbows alongside your ears, and then on your next inhale, follow that elbow, that top elbow maybe back. This is my tougher side. Exhale. I'm gonna just be more careful here. Maybe I'm gonna pause for another longer breath here. Exhale back. And take it one more time. Just opening the chest and finding some opening in our shoulders. There's no goal of reaching the floor with this. Everything is stacked down low, so you're turning from the waist. One more breath. Exhale. On hands and knees now. Back of the mat. And let's just lower to child's pose. So that option is whatever is good for your child's pose. If you have knee issues, don't take it as slow with your hips. If it's comfortable, stack those hands under your forehead and roll out your head and neck and shake out your hips a little bit. So again, find comfort where you are. Reach the arms forward next, inhale, and I'm going to take a lateral bend, so move your hand to the side of the mat or off the mat, stack those hands now. So the middle arm is on top. So you feel the stretch along those inner ribs of your body there. One more breath here. Walk to center. Just opening up our breathing apparatus here. And do the same on the other side. Feel that nice stretch there. And we're getting a little lateral stretch of our spine as well. But a little lateral bend. Couple more big breaths into those side ribs. Exhale, come back to center, all fours. Take a little cat-cow. We have not done that yet this morning. So stacking those joints, turning the hands out if you need to. They can come forward a little bit. So arching the spine, you can catch, tucking the chin, broadening the shoulder blades, dropping the spine. Moving the heart forward, broaden those collarbones as we come into our cow. Take it one more time here. And then let's just wag the tail here. Hips go side to side. Hips one way, upper body goes the other way. And then take it back, sit on your knees just for a moment. Remove my socks here. I'm going to wake up this little guy here too. So back to our knees and then go back to child's pose again. Take the arms forward, inhale. So extended child's pose, come to a kneeling. Crown of the head to the knees, nice long line. Take it back. Child's pose. So try to touch your forehead down as you've had it before. Find it stretching your spine, tailbone, all the way up to the crown of the head. And then inhale, come forward. And you can take a little push-up if you like. Doesn't have to be big, but take your time with this. One more time, and let's just roll on down. Through a push-up, arms come along. Let's do cactus arms here today. Bending 90 degrees, maybe rest on your chin. Touch your 10 toenails to the floor so your feet are together, and then on your next inhale, lift both ends of your body. Or you can leave your feet down. So pubic area, lower abdomen is pressed into the mat. As we take some nice big breaths, finding length in our front body and our shoulder blades kind of drawn toward each other. Exhale, take it down. And take one cheek to the mat and relax out your backside. Come back to center. We take that cactus confirmation here. Inhale, lengthen, lift and lengthen. And then extend arms and legs out into a nice big X. Back to center. Inhale, open. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Come down. Hands under your forehead and then turn your other cheek to the mat. Take it out if you need to, if you've created any tension. I'm going to have my block handy. Curl my toes and just take it back. Child's pose here. If you like, you can take it to a downward dog. Just a nice bent knee down dog, walk the dog. So take your option here. You don't have to do down dog. Come down to your knees, all fours. Back to child's pose and then back up to all fours and go ahead and curl your toes in. Lift. Maybe just lift your knees off. Mat just a couple inches here. Exhale, maybe come back to that down dog. Again, soft knees. From wherever direction you're from, on your knees or from down dog, step your right foot forward. Handy with the block here. You can keep your lunge low, knee down, using the block for your hands, and lifting the floor up to you, or taking it to a more of a runner's lunge as possible. There are a couple of breaths here. And then on your exhale, I'm going to take it back, kind of scissoring those hips back. Kind of a runner stretch here. Then inhale and come forward into our lunge. And exhale, take it back. Forward. Take it back and maybe hold here. One more breath. And from here, walk your back foot forward a little bit. You can keep the block there handy at front. I'm going to take it up into three-point balance, so lifting that back leg. So in my case, it's the left leg. Right foot is the support. So we've got our fingers touching to the floor, the block, and the standing leg. One more breath here. And then lower that back leg, step down into your lunge, and then go ahead and switch out. Take it back to child's. Maybe take it to down dog, or that all fours. So all those options, you can step your left foot. Take some space, bring that foot right under your knee. Take your option for your lunge. I'm taking that runner's lunge, and I'm using the block. One hand on my knee, one hand on the block. One more breath here. And then we're going to find our little flow here back to that stretch. So scissoring those hips up and back, engaging the belly, drawing it in. One more time, just hold it in that runner stretch. On your exhale, we're going to move forward, moving the block forward, or the hands are going to touch the floor, moving that back leg in so you can lift that back for a three-point balance here on the other side. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and put your feet together, bend into your knees, and float your arms all the way up. Hands together. Coming down to your heart. Coming into a mountain pose. So feet can be hip distance here, the feet can be closer together. Just find your stability in your pose here. And then go ahead and release those arms down and up. Go ahead and touch them together, and we're going to come into chair pose. So drop your hips back, arms forward. They can be cactus arms nice and wide, just depending on your shoulders. And then take it back up. And then float down again. And then take the arms back. And then inhale, take them forward. Just take a little flow here. Chair pose to, I don't know what I call it. Arms back though. You can even grab the hands and clasp those hands. Maybe straighten your legs out now. Maybe you're in a little bit of a forward bend. Your body's in an L shape. You can also just have your hands resting on your thighs. Then inhale, go ahead and release those hands. Good job. Hands down to your heart again. Do a little balance here with tree pose today. So you can stand on the floor. If it's easier for balance, you can stand on your mat. Take one foot as your trunk of your tree, weight onto that leg, and then lift the other one. Toes can touch and come up higher. Inner thigh, inner calf. Nothing is right or wrong here. Make sure you have good balance wherever you are and do whatever you do with your arms. They can just rest at your heart. Let's take 2 or 3 more deep breaths. And exhale. Go ahead and step it out. We'll shaky there. Moving those arms around and challenge your balance. Go to the other side, so weight to the other leg. And empty out the leg. And let it be light, the one that's going to go into your calf or your inner thigh. Find your solid base there. I'm just going to take my inner calf on this one. Let's take 2 more breaths in tree pose. Step out when you're ready. Roll out your shoulders. Let's go ahead and step wide. Step wide into that. I'm going to grab a block just in case I need it. Just go ahead and turn the toes out a little bit. Bend into your knees. You can take your arms in cactus. Take them behind your head. Take a little shift from side to side. Maybe take a little turn. Turning from the waist. And a little tip. So opening up our thoracic area. Finding movement in our upper back. Just enhancing our breath. Arms can come down now, and we can go ahead and straighten the legs. Parallel your feet forward. So hands can be on your back here. Lower back, inhale. Give your shoulders a shrug. Take a forward bend with your heart, leading the way. So I've got that block if I need. I can keep my hands on my legs or my back as well. Knees are soft, don't lock those knees. Take a little half lift here. Straighten your arms, maybe straighten your legs, lift your belly. And then kind of soften things again into that forward bend. Following down wherever we're supposed. Well, relaxation of the upper body, head and neck, just want to sway a little bit. Take that half lift again now. So when I take that half lift, so this is what I'm talking about. Lengthening out, and I'm going to walk out now with my arms. Walking that walk out. Little far, reaching, and I'll lower my upper body right between my arms now. Here's between my biceps for a wide spread downward dog without the stress of the body, the weight of the body on the wrists. One big breath here. On your exhale, find that length again. And I'm going to come down to the mat, come down to my knees. And I'm going to do a little wake up here. So sitting on your knees, if that's comfortable for you. What I do sometimes is, for these poses, can be to sit on a block. And if that works for you, you can find a nice hero's pose, a nice stretch of the knees, and even of the hip flexors. You can take the arms behind, maybe palms of your hands, go ahead and touch, and then maybe open your heart into a nice back bend here. If this is too much, just take it a little higher. You just open your heart and open your throat a little bit, let your shoulders relax down. Maybe hands stay on your hips. And then exhale. And then let's just take it into a forward bend. If you're in some other position, take it to child's pose. Or we can take, because we've got a moment, just to take our legs forward, soft knees, and drape yourself into a forward bend. The forward bends are a very common pose after the back bends, which can be energizing. Soften into this pose, let your head and neck relax. Mindful of your back, you're not rounding your lower back. I'm going to cross one leg over. So one leg extended, one leg over. Let's just do a little twist here. Seated twist. You can also sit on a block. Again, no muscling into this pose. Spine is just turning all together. The neck turns with the spine. Take a little squeeze to our abdominal organs. Twisting movement of our spine. Let's take it out and come back to center. Stretch out, take it out, and switch sides here. So one hand behind, and I'm just gonna kind of scoop my knee up with my elbow. Take that to just a little bit bigger twist. Again, just think about barber pole. Find your front foot flexed or a little engagement of that ankle. And then exhale, go ahead and release. I think for today, we're just getting toward the end. So I'd like you to find a comfortable seat. You can sit on a block, sit on a blanket, some way that's comfortable for you. We'll just come back to our breath again. Let your shoulders relax down, palms turned up. Maybe even find a little mudra of touching your thumb and your forefinger. And just rest your palms, the backs of your palms on your lap. Close your eyes. Just do a little seated shavasana or a little meditation here on how you're feeling. Since the beginning of the practice. So just another quiet couple of moments here. Go ahead and deepen the breath. Go ahead and open your eyes, take your palms together, and just rub your hands together here. Just give them a brisk rub. Just give a little send off here today. So create some heat in your palms. And then clasp your hands, your fingers, take your palms out and up. Big breath in, big nice stretch. And exhale, release those hands. Big exhale through your mouth. And have a great holiday. And I'll see you next week. We'll start next week. No class on Thursday.